Welcome back to your girl's channel. This is we're back with another reading. I'm reminiscent. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm staying abreast to what's going on at the moment. If you're new or returning, welcome. Please be sure to check out the link in the description if you're looking for a personal message, or this will be a general spread. Kind of started a little bit as I was starting to get messages, and I was kind of informed to go ahead and just record this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm ready to feel pregnant. Alright, today we have a full moon in Cancer. Okay, right here we have the number 2, the Astrology, the turquoise changing woman. As you can see, there's a full moon in her picture. Alright, so we're just gonna take a look at number 2 in this Earth Warriors. Okay, it says, I am the turquoise moon mother, and I come to you now with a message of change. This may be change that you want or change that you feel, but either way, I will show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear the changes around you and within you. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. Change is upon you. It is essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance, and you will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your part to the best of your ability, but also tune into your sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its own rhythm of creative, loving intelligence. So you can say aloud in a comfortable, quiet place. Through unconditional love, I am blessed and empowered to grow through change. All that I need to evolve into the next expression of my divine destiny is generously provided for me. I surrender into divine blessing for renewal, now open to receive my highest good, so be it. Okay, so that's the healing message for Miss Astrology. Okay, and it has the grid on there twice with the moon, and then she has feathers just like this bird has feathers. Okay, so here we have Uranus, Spark of Genius, Ascension, number 29, which breaks down to Master, number 11. We have Multiplication, your higher self, 43, which breaks down to a 7. And Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer, honor your emotions. Okay, which is a number 4, which is the degree mark. We'll be having this full moon, opposite Saturn, which for me is going to be about a degree, maybe a degree and a half away from my Jupiter. And eventually the moon is going to oppose my Saturn and Neptune. So, and then at the bottom we have here Pluto ending in regeneration, 31, which also is a 4. So here, kind of here too. I would like to count this 4 here. But these two, the Cancer and Pluto cards, the moon will eventually oppose Pluto at 29 degrees Capricorn. I believe it's at 29 right now. But by January 20th, it will be shifting back into Aquarius for a spell before going back into Capricorn. So it's kind of easy. The universe is giving us a little ease into Pluto Aqua because it's going to get sick. Okay, so Uranus, which is the planetary ruler for modern ruler for Aquarius, is all about the individual as far as like being connected to the higher self, being aware of what the higher self is guiding us to do, which makes us, unique. and we're able to connect with others who are on that same path or journey or have that same awareness, and that the group that connects together on that level is able to elevate all those that are around them. So with your higher self, connecting to all these other parts that on a higher level of thinking are part of your ascended self or your higher self, right? All of those are linking up. They're all coming together, right? I can also see this as you looking out, especially with this. She has her left thumb on her third eye and her right palm facing upward and outward, away from her body to receive. So this is us being able to tap into the changes that are taking place. And Uranus's changes are very eclectic. They're very out of the ordinary, unexpected. However, with the connection to the higher self and being in tune with that frequency, you can kind of feel it coming before you know what it is or see it in the physical reality. So it's important that you honor your emotions, because on the human level, we may have these higher senses that are tapping us in, showing us images, getting, certain messages even through songs or certain people or movies or what have you, where our higher selves, our, ascended masters, our ascended ancestors, our spirit guides, they're sending us messages, okay? And it's like the different people in this picture is like they're coming, right? All these messages are coming in, synchronized numbers, repeating numbers, things like that. They're all coming in here, right? Because you're choosing to go inward, you're choosing to tap inward, right? So with the honoring of your emotions, Cancer energy, the moon energy, lunar energy, right? And where I get the word lunatic from. And then the 4 here too, which is the earth number. So this connection between the moon and earth, we're still trying to figure out what that is. We're still trying to understand why it is, right? On a physical, scientific level. But as you experience, emotions, especially when they trigger the past, because Cancerian lunar energy, water is memory, okay? Water holds memory, and water is in everything. So because water is in everything, it has the ability to replicate what's already been. And because we have a consciousness and a higher consciousness, we're able to transmute what gets recreated, right? So as we're transmuting negativity into positivity, being our alchemist selves, right? We still have to honor the emotions that may during Capricorn season, where, for the northern hemisphere is darker than it is light. Okay, and we could be facing a lot of, sober realities, looking at our responsibilities a bit more seriously, taking in, the fact that we got to be more self-sufficient. We got to do this, we got to do that in order to maintain a stable livelihood, peace within ourselves, right? This can also be a time where we're getting all these messages about how we can do that we can do it, or that things are still working behind the scenes that you can't see in the dark. So hold still with your faith, but you still have emotions that are raging like, unsettled water, where the uncertainty and yet still trying to maintain that simple eye has you, kind of fickle a little bit. And that's the human part of us, right? Because the soul already knows, and the spirit is more than willing to get into alignment with whatever, the higher consciousness is guiding us to do. But it's the human part, the physical part, Capricorn, Saturn, the 3D portion that kind of holds us back. So we still, with that earthiness, and the moon being Cancer, being a reflective, a satellite, a mirror, to that energy is that we have to kind of like just really sit and face ourselves and own the emotions that we do have. And even when those emotions are not the best, they're the darkest. It could be jealousy, it could be envy, it could be greed, it could be sadness, it could be depressive, you know, feelings that we may have regarding certain issues, that although we see, you know, the messages coming in that things are going to change, things are changing, right? But we still have to honor the emotions that we have with us right now in order to release them. And Pluto is here allowing us with this opposition that the moon will make before going into Leo, is that, you know, once you release those emotions, you allow yourself to go through and feel those feelings, feel those emotions, get the wisdom that comes from them, because it's memory. Remember, this is something that has not, you know, it's not brand new. It's something that's been replicated. It's something that's been done before. It may be feelings that we've already felt before, personally speaking. However, when it connects with the opposition of Pluto, this will be a time for you to go ahead and just completely liberate yourself from those emotions and feelings by allowing them to just release from you. During the 2.5 days of this Cancer moon transit, you're sifting through your subconscious, you're sifting through those feelings and emotions and getting the wisdom out of them, not trying to attach yourself to them and hold on to them thinking that it's some type of defense mechanism you can use against others, thinking that it's some type of way for you to, you know, try to like stick in the ground and act like it never existed. Because either way it goes, you have to release it in some form or fashion. You're not supposed to hold on to. That's why, you know, they recommend us to bathe on a regular basis, drink water on a regular basis. It's to help that cycle of water that runs through your body to effectively go through its own water cycle, just like the natural earth goes through its water cycle. It has to keep moving, okay? When water just sits, it doesn't go anywhere and it's dark, it can develop, you know, things that can create illnesses, right? Or dis-ease, because it's not moving, you know, it's not being effective. And water is a very persistent type of energy. So it's very important that water has a way of moving and, you know, transforming itself in and out of certain states of being. So there might be some emotions that are kind of frozen within us that are being called to melt. There may be emotions within us that are sitting that it's time for us to go ahead and flush out. There may be emotions within us that have been, you know, jumping and popping all over the place, and we need to calm it. Okay? And calm waters, or having, you know, those waters where it's still moving but it's not turbulent, you know. That's what I'm referring to there. So there's different ways, different phases that we may actually be going through emotionally during this full moon experience. But more than anything, we want to honor what the emotions that we have, because it's going to help us to transition out and transform into the new beginning that we are set and destined for already, because we already know it. We've already seen the changes incoming. We've already seen the 555s and the 111s, the 1111s. We've already watched the movies that we've been drawn to help us see that, hey, everything's going to be all right. It might be down now, but, you know, what was lost will be found, okay? Keep that in mind. So let's go ahead with the tarot. See if we can get any other messages that the divine has for us. Okay. What other messages do we have here regarding this full moon Cancer that's taking place today? Alrighty. So for Uranus, we're going to do 3. We got the Hermit, going within. Yep. Discovering what, you know, what shift or what is being removed. Basically, like getting to the root of the emotional turmoil that we may be having at this time, or the emotional shift we may be going through at this time. That might be kind of hard to accept. This is a Saturn ruled card, but with the Piscean energy and the moon trining over to Saturn, Saturn is going to make sure that we take a look at, you know, some of the patterns from the past that we're going through now that we could be experiencing in our dream worlds, or through meditation, or if you partake wisely with mind-altering substances that are natural. You could be having a wider perspective and wider view on, you know, how you kind of undo yourself or disarm yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, by holding on to some things that have occurred in your past, right? And the Hermit is here to say to go within, because there's something that is being released from you, and you want to make peace with it and not ignore that, okay? Yep. And then you have the Seven of Cups. This is a choice, okay? This is a choice that's being made to tap into that deeper, you know, part of us, that deep psychic knowing of us, that darker emotional parts of us. So with the higher self here, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the hands is out to receive, right? You know there's something higher that can assist us. We have another 5 here with the cups. So this is the hands being filled. Okay, the hand is out because 3 have already been spilled. So this could be us feeling like we've made mistake after mistake after mistake. We've been too giving, or we've been too selfish in taking things, or are we just trying to find the balance within all the chaos that's going on in the world. This can also signify, you know, wanting to reach out and receive that charity or that support, and it's like, okay, everything that I've offered or everything I tried to give is just not cutting it, it's not doing it. But we still have our hands out to the divine, asking, okay, if that's not it, then what is? You know, I completely surrender myself, open my hands up to receive whatever that the divine has in store for me. Because obviously, the human, the mentality, the emotionality of who or where I am right now in this vibration or this mood and frequency is not resonating with where I'm trying to reach. So I allow the divine to come in a step forward, in all grace and ease, to, you know, gift me or give me or send me, you know, those signs or those messages, or even physical people, physical things that are going to assist me on my journey the way that the divine already has in store for me. And this is us receiving those 2 cups. Because even though we've been through this shit, especially emotionally, you see you've got a lot of cups here. Even though we've been through this shit, we've gone through a lot of changes here with these 2 5s, you know, we're still open to receiving, and the divine has given or will give. Okay, so last one, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, now we're filled and ready to take action. We're ready to go into action. And the situation does cause for us to be sharp, clear, communicative. Okay, we have to quote unquote pray. We have to seek divine guidance. We have to, you know, be in touch with our elders, our ascended ancestors. We have to, you know, keep that relationship going, keep that communication going. Speak those intentions into our day when we first wake up. Speak those intentions into our food, into our drinks, into our everything. Okay? Honor your emotions. All right? Something is happening quickly. And when things are happening quickly and moving quickly, this could cause us to have some type of fear come up, or some type of anxiety and nervousness all come up. And it all stems from the fact of not knowing. And you need to honor the fact that you don't know how things are going to turn out. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, or you don't know exactly how, really. You don't know the how of things that are going to happen. But you do know that with intention, okay, with your intention, your intent can stay the same. You only are required to stay focused on that intention, that sword in your hand. Okay, stay focused on the sword in your hand, the intention that you hold in your mind and in your hearts. That's what's important here, because holding fast to the intention that you do have for yourself, especially during this full moon, if you do any rituals, the intention that you write down or the intention that you use to do your rituals, that's what you want to be focused on the most, and allow spirit to go ahead and just drive you. Just drive you. Let spirit drive you. Okay. And we have the 5 of Wands. We got 1 more 5, 5, 5, 5 here. So there are going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of excitement, and it's going to take you to, take a stand and say, you're going to choose to focus on your intention and not focus on the outside changes that other people may disagree with, other people may comment on, other people may completely resist you on. This could also be people being extremely excited in a positive way. They're excited for you, but you might still have your nervousness. You might still have your anxiety. Remember to activate that communication with your divine energy, your inner synergy, your inner God, goddess, okay, your higher self, that higher wisdom. Activate that communication when things are taking off and you're getting nervous and everyone's excited and you're still trying to stay grounded. Okay, again with that number 4 here. Okay, because it'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon. I feel like it's gonna be over sooner than you think it is with this 10 of Swords here, because the 10 does represent completion. But again, when you stay fixated on keeping that communication with divine and your higher power, and keep asking, you keep receiving. Keep asking, you keep receiving. Okay, asking, it is given. Asking, it is given. And I feel like it's gonna be over before you know it. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that someone's gonna get cut, or there's some type of betrayal going on here. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. I really don't see that. I just see it as there's a lot of emotion and passion that is kind of has the fire flaming and dancing all over the place, and then everything just kind of silencios. And it's over. The stress is over. Like the things you were worried about, it's over. It's done. And it went by so fast and so quickly that it's really gonna amaze you. It's really gonna amaze you. Which is why it's very important to stay fixated on the intention. Stay fixated on the goal, and do not become distracted by others and outside influences, because that can deter where the energy is going. You are controlling your energy. You tell it intentionally where you want it to go, what you want it to focus on, and that's what gets expanded. Okay, Jupiter energy here, Sagittarius, that is what gets expanded. Okay, the excitement that's going on around you should not affect you. It's going to stay steady, but you can siphon that energy to help you stay focused, and knowing that everything is going to be fine, everything is going to be okay. And the things that were stressing you out or that you were worried over, your intention, your communication with the divine helps you to get through it. And now it's done and over with. Okay. So at the bottom, we have the King of Swords here, Aquarius energy here. The knowledge that things are coming in. And we got Temperance here. All right. We got Temperance here. That Archangel Michael, that humility, the patience, the timing, the soothingness of the emotionality, okay, with the spirituality, okay. You know that when you seek, you will receive. You have full knowledge that, what you aim towards, what you're hunting for, what you're gunning for is going to be received, okay. And that's just a given. You have, angelic forces or angelic energy, ancestor, archangel. Like you have beings of higher dimensions that you can't physically see. You might not be able to physically see, that are on your side and here to assist you. You know that. So you need to act like you know and keep the communication between you and them going. So yeah, we go from a night to a king. A night to a king, I mean. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for tuning into this message, and I hope it finds you well. And have a happy New Year.